Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am the Viking. Cheers. And I was actually just thinking after watching so many videos on this subject that America, the U.S., has actually became the new modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And if you see the rise of the alphabet soup group, or it's hard to give them an actual name because they keep adding letters. If you see how they have taken one of the most beautiful symbols from God as a covenant between him and us to never flood this world again and use it for your own sexual sinful desire, which God has said was an abomination to him. And the guy who started to use the rainbow knew what it was about, admitted it. And you see the rise of this and all other types of sin taking over. And even the Bible tells us that in the end times, he will give us up to our sin if we don't choose him. And we see this happening every day. And it's not just with the alphabet soup group, it's with our politicians, it's with parents being disobedient. Kids being disobedient to their parents, or parents wanting nothing to do with their kids and wanting to kill their unborn children. We see this all over. And I know it ain't just America, but America was one of those big countries that stood against a lot of this. But we see how quickly it's growing, and the fact that people that are defending going against God, when they get called out for why, they don't have an answer because they don't have one. But I have noticed that there's a lot of features of Sodom and Gomorrah taking over this country. And you know what they say about if you don't learn from the past, you are doomed to repeat it. And we are seeing that right now with the destruction of America. And I know that this is all meant to happen because it's in the Bible. Everything is leading up to the second coming, which will be a glorious day. But I would still love to see America brought back to its glory. But I don't know if that will ever happen, because I know that there are signs. There are a lot of signs pointing to God's second coming. But if there is still time, I do pray that America can be brought back to its glory, can be brought back onto the Christian values it was founded on. So please pray for America. And if you have noticed that this is a lot like Sodom and Gomorrah, then you've learned from their history, and you're already seeing the decline of this country. And we already know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. They were wiped off the map. That's pretty much what it has happened to America right now. What we used to stand on has been wiped out. there's only a few of us right now. Actually, if I did the research right, there's still more of us than them, which doesn't really make sense that we're losing this battle if there's more of us than them. But I guess when they got the politicians on their side, it doesn't really help us any. But please pray for America. Please pray that all this wokeness will come to an end. Because right now, we are standing in a time where if you're not one of their allies, you're one of their enemies. Where if you disagree, you're automatically a hater, even though you're not hating on them. You're just not agreeing with it. I miss the good old days where if you disagreed, you just shook hands, moved on, and you weren't really enemies. We need to get back to that. Because going on the way we're going, this is what they want. They want us fighting against each other so that they can usher everything in. When we're not paying attention to what they're doing, when we're at a civil war with each other. So please spread the love. If you are an ally or a member of the LGBT, just live your life, and please stop pushing it on everyone else. If you don't stand with the Bible, please stop standing against those of us that do. Because, well, God said he won't force himself on anyone else. We're not supposed to push it on anyone else either. So do us the same respect, and please don't be pushing everything on us, and please stop taking all of this that don't belong in the classrooms into the classrooms. Just stick to reading, writing, arithmetic, gymnastics, all that, and leave all this stuff that should just be staying at home in your private life, out of your professional life, and let kids be kids. And to all my fellow Christians out there, please pray for God's light to shine through all of this darkness. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. And remember, those who don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. So please read on Sodom and Gomorrah, and please don't repeat that mistake. Love y'all. Have a good day.